Nicki Minaj used a homophobic slur towards Don Lemon on X, and she's having this big out war with him. And I want to know two things. What is her end game for this? You know, which pretty much means what does she hope to achieve? And will she achieve what she's trying to do? So I don't know what to do for this. Maybe I have to do 2 reads. I'll do 2 5-card spreads, okay? So let's get right into it. No singing today. I don't want that singing to become annoying. We'll do that now and again, okay? And by the way, these cards are already... how did I split this? I think I split it wrong. Let's shuffle again. These cards are already kind of scraping up when I shuffle, and you see that I'm not even shuffling hard. I'm going to have to talk to the company about that before I buy the next set. Okay, that wants to come out. So let that come out. If it's like a lot, maybe if it's 2 or 3, I'll let them come out. But if it's more than that, I'll put it back in. So that one wants to come out. We'll put that as... Want to put that as the signifier? That's the signifier. Okay. So let's split the deck again. 1, 2, 3. Put this one on top. The one like that. Okay, we got it correct. And then pull the first one. I'm going to face it down. I hope you guys can see. I think I need a camera stand, like a tripod, that hovers above so that you guys can see above, because I like seeing the cards. I've noticed that when card readers are reading, I like seeing the cards. So Nicki Minaj is a Trinidadian rapper. I wouldn't say she's a singer, she's a rapper. And she's been around for a while, but she's very controversial all the time. And I think people thought she was a Democrat this whole time. This is 5 cards. Yeah, 5 cards. And then what's hidden underneath it all. But I don't really want to know what these stars are, because it turns me off of them. Like when I found out Kelsey Grammer, the guy that does Frasier, is a staunch raving mad MAGA, it turned me off. I can't even watch the new Frasier, and I had just started to watch it, and I tried and I tried, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't. And when I found out that Chuck Woolery was such a hateful SOB, a misogynist, you know, and then when I found out about John Schneider, who I used to love and adore, man, it really spoils it for me. So I don't really want to know what these people are. If they stay out of politics, just stay over there, right? But Nicki Minaj, she just flipped. She was with the CK girl from the husband that had the... and just acting a whole fool. And then she picked a fight with a foundational Black American, Don Lemon. What is a foundational Black American? A Black American that's been here for generations, right? Their ancestors went to slavery and stuff here in America. I'm not a foundational Black American because I came from Belize and I became a naturalized... Why is my throat messing up? I got naturalized. My kids were born here, so technically they're Black Americans, but they're not foundational Black Americans either. So Don Lemon is, and Nicki Minaj is picking a fight with him, calling him a homophobic slur on X, and then also calling for his arrest. Why? Because he did his job as a journalist, went to, I think, Minnesota, right? I think it's that city, because it's in Minneapolis, where they have all the protesting going on. And apparently the protesters went to a church to protest loudly. They didn't beat nobody up. They didn't fight with nobody. They're just being loud and obnoxious. And they went to that church, and Don Lemon went and interviewed them and the pastor and the members of the church. And he left. And he did it dispassionately. He didn't get on anybody's side. You know what I mean? So then she comes out, she starts spurting all this stuff. And then they said, Don Lemon said that Nicki Minaj is undocumented. I'm like, I thought for sure she had a green card. She came here as a child. Her mom was already here in New York, I think. The mom had a green card, they claim. Because, you know, people used to make up fake green card all the time. Go to Alvera Street, you get your fake ID, you get your... You know what I mean? So this is the signifying card, is the 3 of Swords. Stabbed in the heart. So does she feel like she's stabbed in the heart by somebody? Because she's forever trying to clear that man's name, her husband, who is convicted of, I think, SA. And he has to register as a convicted SA. S-O. S-O. Man, it's hard for me to talk in code. The next one is the Ace of Pentacles. This is about money. I believe it's about money. And what is the question again? What is her end game? What is her end game? The Chariot, ambition, victory, willpower, and movement. You notice with the Chariot, even if they have the horses or the sphinxes, and I have some fake sphinxes. Where's the lighting? Let me make sure you guys are seeing these cards. I have to watch the lighting. That one. And then the Three of Swords. That's the one that fell out, okay? The Chariot is never moving on its own. Those sphinxes are pulling it, but they're always laying down. So Chariot, although it means movement, you have to do the movement. The first word says ambition. This is about ambition for her. That's her end game. The High Priestess, intuition, mystery, inner wisdom, and secrets. There's secrets, yeah. She's definitely keeping secrets. I think the GOP and MAGA and them are... I really feel like they're paying her. Remember that tarot is for entertainment purposes only, because we're talking about celebrities and public figures and stuff. This is for entertainment purposes only, and everything we say here is allegedly. Allegedly. It's alleged. Okay, the Hangman. Surrender, new perspective, pause. So she surrendered. I love my Hangman. You will never meet somebody that's so in love with her deck of cards like I am, because I put heart and soul into this. I studied what the cards meant so I could grasp the meaning, so when I picked it up I would know exactly what it meant intuitively. So this is my backyard. That's an old wheelbarrow that we have back there. Can you guys see it? Man, I'm gonna have to go look. I'm gonna start selling my readings at my website, right? And I was gonna make like a whole new website for it, and I realized that my website's already out there. People already visit it. I get a lot of clicks a day. And so what? So what? You guys that are over here, you can know what my next page is. My next page is Bear Pantry Show, or The Bear Pantry Show. Everything else is Bear Pantry Show. The Bear Pantry Show. So this is callaloo that we grew in our own backyard, right? Caribbean greens. And I had a batch still left over from the summer, and I just tied them together in a bunch and then tied it to a line, tied the line to a tree and then to my fence. And when I was doing the picture, the puppy kept getting in between the callaloo, but I didn't use the one with the puppy again because she already appears enough time in the thing. I think she appears 3 times. Yeah, so the Hangman. She's surrendered to them. She surrendered to them. She surrendered her entire soul to MAGA. Her end game, a lot of people think her end game is to get a pardon for her husband, who has to register as an SO. You fill in the blanks. But I don't think she can get a pardon for him because his crime was a state crime, not federal. So the cards are not saying anything about a pardon. It's saying about money. She feels like she's stabbed in the heart. By whom, I don't know. By the Democrats? By her followers? Or is she the one doing the stabbing in the heart? Is this better? Is it better to hold it here? Can you see it? When I edit, I'm going to know. We're trying different things. I'm in my little office and I'm sitting in this comfy chair. And I have one light on and the light above. And I have a little table with a black cloth to see if you guys can see it. I don't do candles. If I do a candle in the future, it'll be like a battery operated candle where the flame's going to be fake. Because you saw that I had trouble with my throat. It's because I was cooking and I messed with peppers, so it kind of got phlegmy. And I don't want smoke to be breathing up into my nose, so I'll get a fake candle, you know, a little flickering light or something. So yeah, she feels sorrow, loss, betrayal. Well, you feel it because you don't married an offender. Why would I marry somebody that I know was an offender? I mean, if I'm already with you, like Melissa Gilbert and her husband Timothy Busfield, I didn't even know they were married. She's standing by her man's side. I might read on that afterwards. Let's read quickly on, will Nicki Minaj be successful with what she's trying? All I was doing was like separating the cards in the deck. Let's read on if she will be successful with what she's doing. Is she going to be successful with bashing Don Lemon and attacking Democrats and kissing MAGA's butt and selling her soul to the devil, if she had a soul to sell to the devil, is she going to be successful with this, or is she going to go bankrupt and deported? Because there's a strong petition on change.org for them to deport her. I don't see why it's fair for them to snatch up little kids, 5-year-old babies, you know, abandoning 6-year-old girls in the snow in Jersey because they picked up her dad, holding a 5-year-old boy hostage to lure the parents to come find him. I don't see why they can do that to other people, but Nicki Minaj get to stay here. She hasn't really contributed anything good, I don't believe. I don't know her songs. I thought I knew one of her songs because the Anaconda song, but Jada says that's somebody else's song and she just rapped on it. She was just a feature. That's not even her song. I said, oh, I don't know her songs then. I don't know Cardi B songs. Maybe I know the WAP one. I don't know how to say it, but I know the name. But I know a lot of Rihanna songs. Rihanna has some catchy tunes, you know? Okay, my beautiful people. Let's pull the first one, and I want to turn it down. Oh, I didn't read. You guys, remind me to read Hidden Underneath It All. Like, this is the second time I've read today and I didn't read that. I don't know what it was, so just remind me, okay? Make a note of it. You know how I'm going to remember? I got to show it to you first. And I'm going to come off to the side. I can't see if it's blurry. I mean, if the light is shining on it. The light is over here. So I can't see if the light is shining on it because I don't want to see what it is. And I can't see it here, but maybe you can see it better. So you guys get to know the secret before I know the secret. So the first card that comes up is the 8 of Wands. Whatever is going to happen to her is going to happen quickly. I love this card when it comes up in my reads, especially when I'm asking about money. 8 of Wands. And if any of you want to buy a read, it's going to be up at my website, barepanfishow.com, B-A-R-E, panfishow.com. About 5 of you know me from my show anyway, so who cares anymore? I'm not keeping it a secret anymore. But I'm not going to merge this channel with my cooking channel. But I'm going to sell my reads from my same website. So this is strength. Who has the strength? Is it us or her? These are some good cards. You think she's going to succeed? The Hierophant. That's the government. Old establishments, traditions, wisdom, belief, religion. What's the question again? Is she going to succeed at the crap she's doing? The Hermit. Solitude, inner journey, and introspection. Is she going to pause and introspect? And then the last one is the 9 of Cups. Fulfillment, satisfaction, gratitude, luxury. Honestly, guys, I feel like she's going to succeed at what she's doing. I don't ever want to like force the cards to fit what I want. You know, these are not bad cards. None of them are bad cards. And the question was, will she succeed at what she's doing? Or is she going to go bankrupt and get deported? The only way this could turn to be different is if that belongs to us on the other side of her. Are we going to be successful with sending her home? But that's not the question that I asked. And from the card readers that I watch, they say the cards always answer the question you're asking. It never answers another question. I don't know if that's true. Julie, can you tell me that down below? 8 of Wands, strength, Hierophant, or the Hierophant. Joshua likes to say Hierophant. The Hermit and the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is about celebration, riches, fulfillment. Oh, no. Let's see what you guys saw. The Sun. This is a good pull. I feel like she's gonna succeed, at least for a while. You know, energy changes, so maybe she'll succeed for the next week or the next month, attacking foundational Black Americans and attacking us Democrats. But is she gonna succeed in the long haul? I don't know. But for right now, this is what the read says. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Like I said, the only way this would come out to be a bad read for her is if this is meant for us that's looking in. It is what it is. Sorry guys. See, that's the one thing with me. I'm gonna stick with what the cards say. Man, all my cards are looking rubbed up. Lord have mercy. Let's read. No, I'm gonna end this one and start another video for the Melissa Gilbert Timothy Busfield thing, okay? We don't want to put everything on the one video to confuse things, because I want to keep my titles clean and crisp. So what I'm going to do right after I play my ending about subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching the videos to the end. We have a small group over here, but you guys know that I'm learning. You guys are learning with me, and I'm okay with what we have right now until it starts to grow, you know, because when it starts to grow, then you have people attacking you, and I don't need to be attacked while I'm still learning. So God will grow this when he's ready to grow it, okay? So we're gonna pull one card for us, the collective, and I'm gonna move some card, right? But then I'm gonna pull the bottom one. Let's see what it says. Death. A transfer. I always get nervous when I see death, but it's a transformation, endings, rebirth, change. Something is about to come to an end for us, and for me, I hope it's all this brokenness that I suffer from. Not brokenness. I'm good in my spirit. I'm good in my body. I'm good in my mind. It's just finances. I hope the broke finances are going to come to an end for me. That's what I pray and hope. All right, guys. Come back for the next read when I'm going to read on Melissa Gilbert and Timothy Busfield.